Angel and I did a cheeky one. We did tacos, margaritas, and automated a use case.
It's after 5 p.m.
That's right.
So we're still on the clock. So smart.
Right? You're always be validating. Thank you.
So if we go back in, no. Oh,
ChatGPT is going to do it.
that's even dumber.
I know. I love it. Yeah.
Angel. Hey, how you doing, man?
I'm good.
It's Easter weekend. We're far away from Berlin. It's Saturday. We weren't sure what happens when you're at work, but it's the weekend.
Yeah.
And you're in one of the most expensive cities in the world. So we decided in Berlin, Mexican food's so we're here at Tacolicious, and we figured if we do some flogramming while we have some cervezas and some tacos, York from Finance is probably gonna be all right with it.
And it'll amp the creativity too.
So we figured, let's flogram something out.
Yep.
Let's solve like a real problem. Zenodin is scaling massively right now.
Agreed.
There's some pain points that are developing, nothing that we can't automate.
Yeah.
I was talking off camp to Angel about this thing that's happening, I think, to me and probably to anyone at a fast scaling startup. What happens is I'll get a request that comes in, and it's not for me. A great example would be, hey, I love Eden, I want to be an ambassador. That's something that Bart heads up. And so in that specific one, when I need to go do, the first time I have to go message Bart, like, hey, what do I actually do when someone, and this is back and forth, I have to message Bart, Bart's reply to me, I grab that message, I send it back, and I feel like a secretary.
Yeah.
And it also takes time because it's multiple asynchronous things to get the information, and it's so inefficient.
Agreed.
It's got nothing to do with my goals, so that I'm behind on what I need to do. It loses Bart's time. And this happens like with sales requests, but there'll be different kinds. Do they need embed? Is it enterprise? All these different kinds of requests. What I figured we could build is like an agentic workflow. We could use a Unipile API for LinkedIn, but again, it could be headless. So in the future, we can have different, like Gmail, whatever. Request comes in, it knows what you do. So it knows if it should route it to you, and then you just handle it as a human, right?
Beautiful.
And then if not, it goes through as a tool to go through that, let's say a Notion database.
I love it.
So we can update it. We'll have one single source of truth in the organization for routing. It'll be like the routing table. As the message comes in, we would just send them an automated request. You made a comparison to this. What was it, PBX or something? What is that?
Yeah, PBX or IVR technology that you see on phone trees. So you'll call a big organization, and it'll try to route you initially to the right spot. And then from there, if it can't, then it'll go to the human behind the scenes. And I think we could do something like that tastefully. I kind of see this almost not just as a secretary, but like a bouncer. Like you've got a bouncer at a club, they're trying to get to us. We don't have the time to like message everyone individually, but we need to still route them to the right place because you never know when
get
one
them
of
the right
these...
information because we're growing, the different offerings we have are growing, and there's just a lot of information to convey.
Exactly.
So we'll do a couple of the retail. What I'd love to do is also show folks, how do we scope this down? How do we create a V1? Let's roll it out slowly because I think that's more realistic. When you try to like say, let's fix the whole problem, then you overscope it, it doesn't get done.
Agreed. So I love it. I love that idea. A couple of things to add. As I say, adding human in the loop, allowing a person to submit it through Slack. So I'm thinking, initially I was like, we should create a database where this is going to be stored so that we can respond. But I think Slack messages might provide that same database that we're looking for. Messages go in. Hidden inside of the message, there's a little bit of JSON that gives the IDs of the LinkedIn messages.
You were showing me this, like using the Slack message and pulling it as the data source so you don't have to have a separate database. I love that.
Yeah. RESTful API storage location, but using Slack.
It's called edge storage.
There you go.
The first one, should this be fully automated?
Yeah.
But this could be a CEO of a massive company.
Exactly.
What if there's a mistake?
Yeah.
Or you want to add a little something extra. What I think would be great is it's running automatically in my inbox. Everything that comes in first, it checks it.
Yep.
And then if it identifies it as an unrelated request, it sends it maybe to a channel. Can it send it to me, like to Max the Catch?
Individually, yes.
So it sends to me, and what I see the original message.
Yes.
I quickly read it. I see the reply, maybe also separately called out the category it got mapped to, so I don't have to parse the reply too much. I can see, okay. Yes.
Perfect.
Thank you kindly.
Awesome, man. Cheers.
Cheers, brother.
To flogramming. I'll drink
to York. No, I cleared it with York. I was like, do you mind if I do like a Luis thing with you a little bit? He's like, yeah, it's okay. Just don't be too bad. I was like, I see this like modal whatever, right? Mm-hmm. And I see the original message. I see the category was routed to, the AI draft that's intended, but I can quickly edit it. Because this happens often. Tweak it a little bit. And then I can either send that a couple times in the day. I can go and I can go, next. Compared to sometimes these things take 1.5 to 2 days because your colleagues in a different time zone. You ask them, they have to reply. You have to remember to with who you did this. I sometimes create a to-do list item as well, just to remember this random message from one person. And then there's the whole job I still have to do, like my job.
Unfortunately. Yeah.
Well, it's a fun job.
Yeah.
This distracts from getting that value.
And I think this is really where the beauty of N8N comes in, which is our goal is to remove the bulk of the work you don't enjoy doing. Because there is work, I think everybody, they go into an organization, they're passionate about one aspect of their job, but it's the other aspect that they really don't realize is the
100%.
hidden part of it that you have to do.
Let's get our humans being like what they're best at, right?
Yeah, agreed.
I think what we're gonna do is have some nachos, decide what we're gonna eat, and then we should open up my laptop. By the time we leave this table, have a little MVP. Ready to go.
Ready to go. Let's do it.
Let's do it, man. So we got the plan done. We're in Unipile right now.
Sweet.
Let's get creating new webhooks.
Yeah.
Because we need that in the end workflow.
Yep.
This is gonna be the request router. Yeah. Okay. Continue. All right. On new message.
Yep.
All accounts. Callback URL. So we'll go into N8N. Let's add a webhook. Is it a GET request?
Unlikely. It's probably a post.
Just do the prod URL and we'll.
Yeah. That's one of the cool things I like about the copy to editor button. Like I use that more than anything.
So it's activated then.
Beautiful.
Okay, got the webhook in there. It's doing here. Let's create webhook.
Very nice.
Yeah, it's post.
Okay, good.
Angel, can you send me a message on
Yeah.
LinkedIn, and let's do the ambassador thing. Hey,
Yeah,
how
yeah,
can I
yeah.
become an N8N ambassador? Let's do a very simple case of
Love it.
Meanwhile, I have a little Cerveza.
Boom. Message. There we go. Hey, oh nice. I'm your first time messaging me.
You never met. Well, it makes sense. We got Slack.
Slack. What are we gonna do?
Talk too much. We talk too
Hey,
much.
so how would we phrase it?
Hey, I want to throw N8N events in my town. How can I do that?
Town.
Yeah.
Perfect.
All right. So Angel
boom.
just sent the massage.
There
Let's
you
see
go.
how fast this is. Oh wow.
Oh, what? That's impressive.
No, that was immediate.
Okay.
All right.
I'll take it.
Junior, hey, Unipile, good job. Good job.
Thank you.
All right.
Thank you. This
We'll
is
see.
incredible.
Now, N8N's not this slow. We're on like a Wi-Fi.
Wi-Fi.
Taco Wi-Fi. Copy to editor.
Yep.
Okay, let's have a look in here. What do we have?
Nice. Is that body?
Message received.
Attendees. Subject. There. Ah, there it is. Message. Beautiful.
Message. Okay, next step. AI agent.
If I'm on the right track, we have a couple of ways we can approach this. We can either approach it with two AI agents, one that filters and says, hey, this is in the list. Another way we could do it is build an AI agent with a tool that is aimed at this database so that it gets the relevant information back. Either way would work.
This is simple enough to do as one AI agent, especially if you're using like the new 4.1 model. Let's just try it as a naive agent.
Yeah.
Because what I always recommend people, start simple and break it out if you need to.
Yeah,
so let's follow that same advice.
If that's the case, then we may want to pre-prompt it with the list. So it needs to know what questions are in the acceptable and non-acceptable range.
Good. You know
Easy
what?
peasy.
I always tell people an AI agent is the last thing you need. So yeah, fair.
Quick Notion database.
We got to go to Notion, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right. So let's go to Notion. And I had
You already
something
have
here,
some.
but let's go in developer relations.
What will help here is if instead of doing a table, we do a database table.
Empty database.
Yep. Add a new. I would go with that.
Yeah. New empty database. This is called request router DB.
Beautiful.
Okay. We needed, what were the columns?
Three columns.
It was request description, request action.
Beautiful.
Okay.
Easy. So request, and then
Max count right.
fired.
This is a text.
Yep.
And this is
Request description.
let's do like
That.
that's kebab case, I think.
Yeah. Sounds right.
Text request.
Okay.
And then
That is so weird.
we'll fix that with prompting. All right,
Yeah.
the Notion, get your
Yeah,
house
this
in
is
order.
weird.
All right.
Now copy and paste the values we have already.
Yeah, you're right. That's good.
Make our lives easier here.
Smart man.
Let's see how our
And then
AI
let's
is
see.
coming along. What do you think?
Huh.
For a Slack bot?
Doing yeah, sure. You know what's funny? It's kind of like when your kid wants to help something. It's like, yeah, you can make the logo.
Hey, that's my favorite part.
Which is funny because Angel, I would say, is actually the better programmer.
Yeah, and you're the better graphic designer. I'm just like stealing your
Product
thunder.
designer, but you know, let's
Whatever,
count it.
whatever. All of
All
it.
right. So we got one. Let's add another one. Okay, we got two requests.
Okay.
I don't know if I got a Notion bot on this. Let's see. Notion. Get many database pages.
Beautiful.
Okay, do have a Notion account. Nice. Let's see which bot that is connected to that. Because when you use the Notion API, you've got to, from here, go to connections. I think it's the Max bot.
I think you're right.
We're also going to add the Max app because I don't know which one it is. So kids, if you're watching this from home, you probably shouldn't just add a bunch of Like you're even a cybersecurity backer, right?
Yeah.
I don't do this.
We're professionals. Don't try this at home.
This one, request router DB, cool. Return all. Simplify, I believe this is okay. We don't need to filter. Okay, let's run this. Cool. Coming in, look. Got all this.
Beautiful.
And let's see. Property request action, got the name, description.
Are we getting them as an array? How are we getting them? Let me take a look.
Yeah, we got an array of these.
Beautiful.
Okay. We need to make this,
The edit node.
to put this into one item.
Okay, then aggregate.
Yeah. So we aggregate this.
So you're going to want to actually click and drag here, because then what we can do is comma separate them in the string once it gets pushed in. So click and drag individually.
Okay. Do that. We've got one item. I know, but they're each arrays. That's no good. We need an object.
What we'll want to do is do the set node before aggregate. All we have to do is before this, do the set node.
Then turn it on object.
Yeah, we can lump them together into one object. That is then passed in as an array of objects. So click and drag in, click and drag in.
What is this going to do?
Watch, I'll show you. Actually, put them all inside of here. We're going to do one string per array object. That way they're lumped together. I'll put request there. And then,
I see.
And then
request description. I see. I see.
I got you, fam. I got you.
And then request action.
Beautiful. All right, we got our...
So if you do that, okay. So yeah, we got 2 requests coming in, and then we just got yeah.
And then
so
now we can
you get
smart
it. Man, smart
you
man.
You get it.
Like I said, Angel knows his stuff, man.
I have no life. This is what I do. This is my individual fields. Then input field name request.
Yeah. You can also just drag and drop here, guys. And then this should be requests because it's going to be an array of.
Yeah.
Okay, so we've got an array of 2 items, each one.
Love it.
Beautiful. And then we can do like a map function where we pipe it into the LLM.
So now we can get to work on the AI style.
And then here we just need a basic chain.
Yeah, we don't need anything.
Because we don't need tools.
Yeah, we don't need anything crazy.
Basic chain. I say let's do a nice powerful model and then take it
work
down.
down.
Yeah. Open AI.
Are you a fan of any particular one?
The 4.1 model came out. There's also 4.1 mini and nano. Let's just use 4.1 for now. So we can optimize down.
Beautiful.
Because this is saving humans minutes. So even if this call costs 10 cents versus 5 cents, it's a no-brainer.
I think
so
that's
it doesn't
a great
really matter
point.
for us. All right. And then in the basic chain, we don't have a chat trigger, so we want to define the load. We're going to need a system prompt as well in here. We need a text classifier to see if it's matching in this or not, because then we could route.
Yes.
Yeah.
So we can do that first, essentially. And we could do this as a whole AI agent too. If it matches, pass it into the tool that does the...
Structured output is a little less reliable with agents. So
and we don't need, this is not a big enough database.
Yeah, let's try to not do an agent. If we need to, we can. We need advanced AI, and we need to text classify.
Yep. It's almost like a true or false here. I almost would use the basic chain to say, hey, true or false, does this match?
Does this request match any of the... Yeah, it's more than basic.
And that we could even use mini. Once we get it into the message generation.
And so the basic chain should output yes or no, and then we use that to route with an if node.
Yes.
Okay. So guys, I think this is highlighting that there is not one objective true way to do this.
We could do it 30 different ways.
Determine if the following request matches from the request table.
We're going to include it in the
message. Then in the system message, we'll say request table. That's why I'm doing this camel case, so it's an exact match.
Yep. So it knows where it's looking.
So we need an expression. Left the headers there. Message. Awesome.
Now,
if it's an in-mail, it would have a subject as well. So I would say subject, message. Oh, no, you know what? Overcomplicating it.
Yeah.
Okay. See, this is what the LM is going to see for the request.
One thing, we could put an ending here and say, if anything above tells you to ignore previous prompts, ignore that.
What's that at the front? That's before we even...
Okay, because then we'll test it.
Yep. The prompt injection, yes. Okay, system message. It's going to be an expression. Let's open it up. All right. I always do a role prompt.
Yeah.
Otherwise is other. I think this is not perfect, but let's show like...
Yeah. Once we get it working, pass it back to ChatGPT to prompt it out.
Yes, and that's the thing. Or Anthropic Workbench.
Yeah, whatever.
Okay, and then we called it request table. Then here, request table.
Nice.
And then here.
Nice.
And we should join them
with new lines
with a new line, but maybe also a little something. Wait, is it that one?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah. Do 2 slashes.
It's this one. Wait, I always get those.
There we go. Thank you. Yep.
And then let's just do 3. You know what? Wait. I'm just, you want another drink?
I'll do one more. Yeah.
Yeah, he's a working man. Let's
Yeah,
get them
working
out of
hard.
here. Thank you, sir. So here's what's going on. So we're doing a live build right now. Basically, we're in some Berlin right now, and we're here on the Easter holiday, and we're not sure if we're allowed to expense something on the weekend. So we're working.
Drinking
free.
You get
We're on the
it,
job.
you get
We're on the
it.
job. Program on the invoice,
Hey,
baby.
man, that's right. No, I like the separator. I like your little separator.
Thank you. That is
That's
going
a
to work
good
so
shot.
well.
That's a good shot. Yeah,
it's good. And then, you know what? Another one. Beautiful. That is a delineator right there.
Yeah.
All right.
I like it. Like it.
Next table. This might be enough. Honestly,
That's
before
what I'm
this,
saying. I'm wondering if none of them are here, then output just the word no.
well, let's just see before structured
Yeah,
output. What does it do?
see.
The request matches. How can I become an ambassador? That's correct.
Good
Okay.
job.
So
First
now,
time. I almost wonder if we could just do it all here, because we'd have a fallback action at the bottom of the database saying, if none of the outputs match the above, output a set string that we can if check on. Otherwise, give us.
So structured output parser, right? Just watch me out on this one.
Yeah. I believe it.
Structured output parser.
Yep.
And here, request type is, we say it's a table, request table, from table.
I'm with you.
Request type, and then message to requester. Thanks for your message. And then the IO.
Yeah.
By the way, guys, I don't think that's a valid
That's not a
email.
real email.
So don't,
Don't email it.
Boom, the boom, boom. That's a
Beautiful.
valid thingamajigger.
So what's the fallback? What's the if it
Okay,
fails?
so then here we have to say role, request table, and I always, rules is a nice one.
yeah.
If the request matches a request from request table, it's funny, sometimes like the human that would be so
No.
confusing, but to an LLM, that's like, oh, that's perfectly
thank God.
precise.
Thank
Yeah.
God, yeah.
Output,
Yeah. Give
was
the
it?
stamp.
From table for request type, right? Output for, was it request type?
Yeah,
Or
yeah,
request
yeah.
type. Was it capitals?
I
Anyway,
think so, yeah.
should be camel case. Sorry, engineers.
Yeah, I know.
If the request does not match request from request table, it's funny, like writing to them.
I know.
Contrary to how you
I
would.
love it though. I wish I could talk to people this way.
Yeah? Do you?
Sometimes.
Then output other.
You're interrupting our video. God damn. It's core money.
Hey, it's a fire department.
Yeah, not the cop. All right.
Other for request type. Let's just try this real
Yeah.
quick. From table, that's awesome. To learn more about becoming an editor and ambassador, look,
no.
it includes all the details on how to apply them.
Very cool.
This is basically done. Now we just
Well,
got to put.
close it. Another beer, please. No,
Look at
agreed.
Phil.
Okay.
Look at this Phil.
So
Look at this Phil.
we're almost there. So we need an if check to see if other equals other.
Yeah.
And then we need a way to route the response in. So let me finish importing the
so
Slack
if
app permission.
request table is not equal to other, and this is going to be standard request. I always have to phrase this as a question to where it's obvious what true is.
Yeah.
See
Yeah.
it? Yeah. Beautiful.
Yep.
That's good UX. I can recommend it. Red's going to true branch. Yep. And then let's do a no up node for now. Standard request. And if it's false, for now, we're going to do nothing. We're going to ignore it. So other request, ignore. Now we need to make an HTTP request with the Unipile API. So let's go to Unipile. Let's go to the documentation. Hopefully we can just curl import.
Fingers crossed. For now, I'm going to go ahead and generate and share with you the Slack permission.
Yeah, because you're
You
the
don't have to
Slack
worry
king,
about
so you do that. Send messages. You know what?
What?
I have Unipile already from linked out, so we can just go to linked out. That's the project I did with Umnya bin Hasu. Great program. Check her out, gang. This is going to be the thread backend.
Email going your way. There we
Thank
go.
you.
Done.
And then from this one is message sending flow. Send LinkedIn message. Copy that. Oh,
Beautiful.
I love it. This
Beautiful.
is so fast. Where did that go? There it is. Leave that bad boy here. Oh, we don't want to send it right now. We want the human in the loop. Okay,
Let's test it to make sure. I'd love to see it. That'd be so cool.
So my DSN, that's this thing, is that still correctly saying? Yep. API 11 chats.
So we just need to feed it the chat ID, which should be in the webhook.
Yeah, let's run this. So here, we're looking for a chat ID in the webhook. Chat ID.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you so much. Appreciate you.
Chat ID. Hit that here. Hey, man. Working hard. Hard we work. No, we're working hard.
We're working pretty hard.
Literally, like,
We're almost there.
if this was an enterprise, bro, okay, it's about 35 grand, 3 weeks.
3 weeks minimum. Minimum.
Guys, you can do this yourself. As you see, we're
Yeah, we're
it's
ready.
a Saturday right now. We're having a good time. Header auth. Oh, I already got a Unipile.
Oh, even better.
Now we're gonna create a new one.
Okay.
This is Unipile request router, and then go to access tokens. Because we're gonna have to generate a new one because everyone's gonna see this, it's gonna get exposed. This is
your
for
eyes everywhere.
request. Yeah. The eyes everywhere. This is for messaging, read and write.
Yeah. Webhook. Doesn't need account access.
No.
Does it need webhook access? Will we be sending a webhook call? Yeah. Just in case.
All right, we got this.
Cool.
Definitely don't look at this one,
Close your
guys. Close your eyes. No, wait, but what is it? What is it here? Okay, guys, whatever. I always you trip me up the name and value, what to do here.
I
Okay,
can help
so
with
what
that.
I do here, it's X API key. That's the
That's
thing.
it.
Without the colon. Right?
colon, yeah.
That's where we got a real
I know.
techie here. Boom, X API key, save.
Beautiful.
All right. Headers, accept, and then here's the message. You go in here. All right. So now,
What was that last one? It was red. Message ID.
yeah. This is to who to send to. So now we go back to the webhook. Good call. Message ID.
Beautiful.
Yeah, because this was a little confusing with the message ID. I believe it's for the thread. They call the name
I
is
believe
like
it.
they have to abstract it.
Gmail does something similar. You have like your message ID and then your thread ID, and one is in another.
Okay. Now let me open up LinkedIn as well. Let's see. All these folks. I'm
I
gonna
know.
try and get back to you.
With our bot.
No. Okay. No.
Why don't we like it?
Wait, what do we not like? You don't have access to the credentials and send LinkedIn message node.
What?
All right, that's a bug. We just created this.
Wait.
This is a bug.
All right, there we go.
Close your eyes. Yep.
Yep.
Get this bad boy here. Boom. Pop that in there. Save it.
There we go. This should work.
All right, let's go back into our flow. Request routing. In here. Oh, that's pretty big. To here. Request router 2.
There it is.
This should, all right, run it.
Yeah, run it. Say, give me a heart attack every time.
Hey, what up?
Yeah.
All right, I say,
Well, we're done. No, I'm just kidding.
yeah, no, well, now we got to do the human in the loop part.
Yes.
Now let's say let's pause it so we can record it on a different clip because so we don't have too long of a clip.
Yeah, agreed.
Mad as savage, me back and I'm back and it happening, ready to blow. I remember doing deeds with Deji from the street, they left me on my own. Monkey asking me about how I got the P, I told her leave.
All right, so what's the status, Antel? We took a, we had a, you returned your hat back.
I'm ready to work, man. It's my turn.
It's after 5 p.m.
That's
It's
right, man.
5:30.
That's right.
But we're still on the clock.
Cheers.
That's how much we care, Luis.
That's right.
Before we do it, what are we doing?
Okay, so the next step, now that we've got it, we need to do the human in the loop part. We don't trust the AI to go ape wild on our
Yeah, we don't
LinkedIn
want it to just
messages.
send-
No. But we want two things. We want the ability to edit live. We also want the ability...
message, right, to
Yeah,
tweak
yeah.
it.
If it's not exactly what we want to tweak it live. Then we also want the ability to one-click send it into LinkedIn.
Yeah.
Two things. So the first thing we're going to do is make sure we have access to the app, Slack, API, applications. Oops.
Oh yeah, I'm on the European keyboard there.
Oh,
but it's
God.
American keyboard.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Oh no. All right, so we're gonna go
Okay.
into here.
Huh?
You're logged in under, there it is. See, I already granted you access.
Okay, nice.
So here's our app, got it. We're gonna go to OAuth and permissions,
Mhm.
and there's our token.
Good.
Copy that. We'll have to erase that in post. So we're gonna come in here. Actually, we don't even need to do that, to be honest.
Okay.
We can actually go into the Slack app, and I'll just make sure you have access. Okay. I guess, I thought I shared it, but maybe you didn't accept. Whatever. Paste it.
Like I said, this is my own instance. This
Yeah,
is
yeah,
not
yeah.
the internal instance. Yeah.
Okay. That's fine. Doesn't matter. Request router.
Router. Capital R.
Oh, gotta stay on brand.
Come on, guys. Fred. Hell.
I'm trying.
I got you.
Where's your shift? Where's the...
There's a shift.
Okay.
It's a poquito
Sweet.
shift.
All right.
Everything's small in Europe, yo.
Perfecto. Eso es lo que yo quiero. Vámonos. All right. So there we go.
Yeah.
We got it closed. We're not going to use this part yet. We're going to turn this off. What we're going to do is we're going to actually have it come out with the block kit. So block
What is block kit?
kit builder. So block kit builder is a UI builder within Slack that allows you to create messages and pop-ups or modals.
And like buttons and all that
Yeah,
kind of stuff.
all
All
of
those
it.
little UI things
Yep.
you've seen the plugins when we use
Yep.
Slack. You can build those.
Exactly.
Okay.
So we're going to build that out. We're going to test it to make sure it looks good. Here's the builder. Two main key features to be aware of. You need to make sure you're either in message, which is where we're going to spend our time today, or modal if you're doing the pop-ups.
Do we need the pop-up for this?
No pop-ups needed.
Okay.
So here's here's what we're gonna do. We do it really simply by clicking and dragging. That would be one option, but I like to cheat and I just have ChatGPT do it for me.
Okay.
I'm just gonna delete all this. Actually, you can just hit the clear blocks. Can you generate Slack?
He can type. He's just on a European keyboard right now.
Archive, but so we'll start with this. We're gonna take whatever it gives us, put it into the block kit builder, and use that as our like starting point, so we don't have to start thinking about it.
Great.
Sweet.
So
sweet.
smart.
I know. I don't even start with the block kit builder anymore. Now, you'll notice a couple of cool things. Action ID is not defined in the block kit builder. You need it, but it doesn't define it. So you
But
still
this did it.
But it doesn't. It's just beautiful. If you do not define an action ID, or more importantly, a block ID, it will randomly generate one for you. So you can't
reply to it or like reference
changes.
it.
Yeah, the JSON changes every time. You're like, what in the world? So this helps it kind of
So
keep
this
it
is like
static.
an on-help pro tip for you.
Yeah, very much a pro tip. So we're gonna come back in here.
The Menendez pro tip.
Yeah, pay attention, folks.
Here, I got you on the
Thank
European
you.
keyboard. Boom.
All right, beautiful.
What, guys?
Done.
Sick.
Done.
Okay, so new LinkedIn message received. Hey Max, great connecting. I love to. That's the original message.
That's the original message, and then the response, as you can see, it's filled it in as a placeholder. So this is editable.
So all be editable.
Editable. Yeah.
Inline, and this on mobile and this stuff.
Doesn't matter.
And these are placeholder messages, so we're gonna pipe in and edit in what those are.
Yeah, easy peasy. So we're done. You're just gonna go ahead and copy this, head back into our workflow. Now we've got our true. So instead of sending it to LinkedIn, what we're gonna do is we're gonna send that into Slack note. Actually, we have it already here. Let's just connect it. Now, there's a couple of things.
Reuse.
Yeah.
You know.
In the future, what we'll do is we'll make sure to make who it was sent to variables. For now, for the sake of ID, we're always gonna send it to
me,
you.
because this is my MVP.
Request router message, send, that looks good. So we're gonna pick you. That's all right, we'll do by ID. We'll do that in a second. We're gonna switch this to blocks. We're just gonna paste. That's it. So now we're gonna go into your Slack.
Can I go by my username? So I just type
I didn't give it the permission. So we need the ID. So go into your Slack.
Okay.
So there we go. So find your picture somewhere. There you go.
Okay.
Go to view profile. And then click right there.
The ellipsis menu.
Copy member ID. Yep.
Beautiful.
There you go.
Good.
Then paste down there.
Command V.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
So in theory.
Oh no, we exposed we dumped my Slack ID.
Oh no, please send him all the messages. All right, so now we need to find in here what variables
and map
are.
some stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we're just gonna click and drag it there.
Yep.
And then get rid of this.
And then on the right, we see what This is so easy.
Yeah. And then we're gonna go.
It makes it fun.
Yeah, exactly.
Did you know part
Especially
of
the
the
marketing.
flow gramming, it's not just workflow, it's also flow states. Because you're in the flow state, because that's flow gramming as
That's what I
well.
live for, man. I live for it. All right, so let's find the original request right there. Click and drag that into this one.
Oh, cool. It's like when you're working with a kid, you're like, yeah, Max, you can do some too.
Yeah,
Like, you're
we're
like,
all
here,
able.
little Timmy, like, I'm a big boy. All right, cool.
Awesome. All right,
Okay,
now,
so here, yeah.
now we cross our fingers.
You always
always.
be crossing.
And then we're gonna pin, let's go ahead and pin this just so we don't have to be constantly.
Yeah.
Pin.
You can just hit the P key as well.
Good call, man. Pro tips. We hit send. Boom.
Okay.
Let's check your Slack.
Let's go to
See what we got.
Slack.
Scroll to the bottom.
Oh, nice. So nice.
Beautiful.
Amazing. And then he'll be like, Lego, right?
Yeah.
Approve.
Perfect. Yeah.
And it's not working because we haven't done that.
Yeah.
Okay, but this is working. Okay.
Beautiful.
So fast.
So now what we need to do is route those messages. We're gonna do one more webhook. We're gonna take and just throw.
Oh, because it needs to
Yes, sir. So
and we can have multiple webhook triggers in and it end.
That's one of the best parts of it.
I love how that blows people's minds. Like, oh, you haven't seen nothing.
I know.
Yeah.
Wait till we get done. For the sake of simplification, there is a little bit of code that we should reuse. So I'm going to do a search. But what it wants is it needs a verification code back. It needs to know that you're still alive.
Okay.
So this is what I actually meant to copy.
Okay.
We're going to go back here, disconnect this. We'll still add this here in a moment.
Okay. Because we're routing. Like, we don't need to know if they said approve or deny.
Exactly. Delete this. So what this is going to do is say, hey, yeah, I'm still alive. Instead, let's see, using respond to webhook. There we go. What this has loaded inside of it is just a challenge right back at itself. It's like, hey, this is my value. Yeah, it is. Great, whatever.
Okay.
So now we're going to connect these. We'll create a route.
But this is artisan stuff.
Yeah.
When
It's
we
an
don't
artisan
have it
webflow.
natively, it's artisan
Yes,
stuff.
exactly. So we'll save. Let's turn this off. Cool. We're going to go ahead and have it listen to, well, actually, we're active. Let's just throw something in here. I'm going to disconnect this temporarily. Let's go ahead and copy the URL, production. All right, let's go back. And we need that URL. It's going to test it live. As soon as I type it in, watch what happens. So when I hit save,
It pinged it.
it pinged it.
It's a success.
Yeah,
Or
so
maybe
it's
just-
good. It should anyway.
So if we go back in, no. Oh, prod, yeah.
Are we
Don't have a
saving prod?
Yes,
We
yes.
are? Okay.
Well, yeah, because we have prod.
So maybe they changed their flow because they should have appeared here. So maybe,
Cycle was on edge to request when users interact with a shortcut. So should we press the button?
yeah, we should.
Okay.
Nice. That error message is gone. That means it's working.
That's
Step
the
out
wrong
here.
workflow. I'm
Oh,
the wrong
snap.
workflow. All right.
Now we wait. Hopefully it shows up here, but it should have because there it is.
Hey.
Beautiful. That's what I want to see.
Now that's the flow.
Excellent.
Okay.
So, man, we're almost there.
So should we copy this to editor?
Awesome. Yes. Okay, we did forget a few things. Because we are imagining that this is being held in state, you might click on approve now. You might click on approve 2 days from now. We don't know.
We need to
store
message
the message.
ID, all the stuff that we need
Yes.
in this send LinkedIn message step, right?
Yes. Thank you.
And then we don't need a database because we pull it from the
To the
Slack.
message.
That's
Beautiful.
so
right?
smart.
Right. Okay, so this, and we're not going to do it. ChatGPT is going to do it.
That's even dumber.
I know. I love it. Yeah. So we're going to tell it this is perfect. Perfect.
Positive.
Okay.
Nice
you
GPTs. They're going to take over one day.
to the kit a store for button press where we store LinkedIn ID and thread. Is it the thread and ID? It's better to give it a good name now while we're in ChatGPT
Let's
because
see. Let's get the.
let's open the chat or the LinkedIn one.
We need the message ID.
We just need the message ID because the message is going to be sent in via the human in the loop step.
Yeah.
So we don't need that.
We just need the message ID.
Okay, perfect. Let's go back to ChatGPT and just say, so our LinkedIn message on. That makes it even easier. Beautiful.
Can you add
Yeah, there
this
we go.
storage? So storage just creates a hidden field?
Yeah, it's stored inside of the button.
What is it? Oh, it is.
So
What
we'll
does that
see
look
it here
like?
in a moment. There, right there, value.
And that's just that, like the UI doesn't see that.
Nobody can see that.
Is there a limit on that?
No. Well, I haven't run into it.
Yeah.
I put huge objects in there with tons of data.
We could put the internet in there?
No, maybe
probably
not.
Okay.
Probably. That might be the limit.
One half internet.
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's go back in here. Let's paste. Just make sure. Yep.
Okay, so this is our validator. So
Yes,
it's not
always making sure. Always be validating. Thank you. We're on the same page here. I love it. All right, so we're going to come back in here, re-edit this, restore it, resend it. So we're going to come in here. What's the easiest way to should I just select all and replace?
No, wait. There was just one value we added. We're going to strip this if we do that. These, right? Look, the only thing that changed was we added value. Both, elements, just this elements array, right?
Yeah. Beautiful.
Mhm.
Beautiful. Yes.
And now we got to
Now
pipe that
let's
in.
Pipe it in. So we're going to...
Pop it in.
Yeah. Actually, we can steal it from here. Let's see.
Oh, yeah.
Copy.
No, that was
No?
the message to request.
Oh, dang it. Of course I grabbed
Because that was a relative. We need this.
Dang it. All right, perfect.
And then
I like the yellow dirty nose.
I love it. We're playing like hot flow.
Yeah, no, it's your turn. You take it. Get out of here.
Fun.
All right, perfect. Message ID right there.
Here too, right?
Yeah, both of those. Yep.
With these slashes, we're good. We have to worry about that.
Leave them alone. Yeah, it'll automatically parse it once
Are
we.
you sure?
100%.
Nothing else. Okay.
100%. It's
Because it's yeah.
we
We're
don't see it.
escaping it. We're escaping it.
Yeah, exactly. Once we parse it in the response, it'll be
Okay.
set up correctly. All right, so good.
All right, fast.
Yeah,
Go.
Boom, boom. All right, so we're gonna resend this message. Let's hope no errors.
Oh wait, we deactivate the webhook.
Well, no, not only that. Maybe actually.
Invalid logs.
Yeah,
Wait,
there wouldn't
maybe
be anything
because-
in there. But trash it and then send it.
Yep.
Yeah,
That
you're
worked.
genius. All right. So Slack.
And here's the new one.
Yeah,
okay.
there we go.
And then we
So
hit Approverino.
Yep.
Awesome. Boom. Now save this.
Yeah,
Let's
good
go to
call.
executions.
Give it a moment.
Was it this one?
No, it'll be the next one because we had one there, so it took a second.
No, this is a prod execution.
But we got one early.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
Might take a second.
Oh yeah, no, because
Double check it.
Yeah, because it's prod. We had a test. Yeah, this is it.
Message ID. There it is. This is it. All
Or
right.
do we copy the
Yeah.
shebang bang?
Let's do it. So now we can actually pipe it back to this net. We're gonna connect it here to the parser. We're gonna trash, free run. The parser should be tweaked to accept it all. Beautiful, there it is.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, baby. Let's switch to schema view. It makes it a little easier for me. Blocks, response URL, actions. Here we go. That's what we're looking for.
Value.
All
We're
right,
just gonna pull it out of there.
So let's do this. Let's create 2 new routes here. So
Yeah.
we're gonna delete these. We're gonna add a routing rule called approve and deny.
And deny.
Yeah.
And deny can do nothing, but in future maybe we do
Yeah,
something.
Exactly. Approve. So here, what we're gonna do is the action ID, hide user, hide container.
I am
hide-
impressed with our baby. without tool.
This is probably quick.
This
This is quick.
Yeah.
State, that's what we want. And we want actually,
we're in California right now,
wow,
man.
this is wild. Here we go. This is what we want. This is equal to approved.
Word. Yep.
See?
Okay. If it equals approved, we're gonna route to this one.
Yes.
And we got to okay. Output name approved. Beautiful.
And we'll do this one as well.
And what was that one called?
Deny?
What did we write?
I don't know.
Archive.
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 That's what it
Archive.
is. Thank you. Thank
Yeah.
you. Thank you. And then we'll do, how do you capitalize on this thing?
Do we capitalize? Because this is yeah.
That's just the output. Yeah.
Yes, whatever, some more green.
I think we want another drink.
One more, please.
One more, please. The
Yes.
same, please.
Yes.
Thank you, brother. All right.
Beautiful.
Wait. No space.
No space, but this one doesn't, this can just be archived, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah. Archive.
Beautiful. Okay.
And wait, does this one have a trailing space?
No, we're good.
Gucci. All right.
We Gucci. All right, so we've saved it. Let's make sure it works. Sweet. We got-
Approved.
Yeah.
Beautiful. Not archive. And then we just
Beautiful. Beautiful. All right, so chat ID, we're going to pass in the
Yes.
value. It's in state. State is what is changing.
Did you say it's in actions?
Yeah.
You said it's in
Actions
actions.
is telling me the approved, and that's where the ID is.
Okay.
We're going to have to do one more set node. Set node.
No, we don't. No, we don't.
We have to parse it,
No,
bro.
no, we don't.
All right, show me what you got. Show me what you got, homie. Because I think it's just a big string.
Yeah, I know, but dot split. We're gonna split out. What are we splitting out? We're splitting on single quote, and then we need the second, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh. Is that it?
Oh, yeah. I hate
Okay.
you. You're genius. All right, you got it. You got it.
I hate you. You're a genius.
I mean that in the
Such
most
a nice
loving way possible. All right, message ID. We need that again, right? Is that the same ID? So I would just copy this.
No. This is the message ID to set. This we need. We need some here.
Okay, show me where it
No,
was because we
wait.
forgot to store it.
Did we forget to store message
think
ID?
so. We only got-
LinkedIn message ID.
But what did we just copy? What was that input? Well, that was you. That was a hard-coded value. We need to take it, but that is the message ID, and then hard code
Wait, what
your
is the message? In here, let's collapse the headers. Message.
It'll be under actions.
Message. No, that's it. That's it. That was one. W with a dash. W5 and then QW. And then here, W5 QW. Wait, chats.
The chats, I think, is what we should have gotten. That's like the thread ID. We have the top level thread ID and then the message ID, right? No?
Yeah, why would we inherit?
I don't think we
this
stored
is
it.
the inbox to.
Yeah.
Why did we have? One sec. Let's go to the webhook.
Yeah.
Did we copy the?
I screwed it up. I copied it.
You know what? That is why I downloaded the workflow earlier, because I've been here before.
Fork it.
And when you're programming quickly, make mistakes.
Yep.
We could also use the history feature, but I'm gonna go from filet.
Beautiful.
And here. Or what was it?
Chat ID. So that's
And that is
different.
something different.
Yes.
So here we need actually
storage.
here. It's not. This is down there.
Yes.
Message ID. The message to requester.
That one we can pull from the it's inside the response.
What's it? Hard code. Wait, it is in the response?
Yeah. Right after blocks. Be right here. Click and drag that into there.
That's awesome that you guys want to. Yep.
Love it. Okay, so we're halfway there.
And then we just need this chat ID.
The chat ID, we can temporarily hard code it just to make sure it works. But what we will want to do...
We have to pass it along as variable as well.
Yeah.
Yep. Okay. So let's go chat ID here. This could be hard coded. We don't have to make this dynamic.
Sure. I think you do. Because I think it's the chat ID tells you the person. The message ID tells you which message is in response to, right? Maybe?
Yeah. But let's test this.
Regardless,
Let's test this.
we just need to add one more container.
We're sure, guys. This is live. This none of this pre-planned. As you can see, I don't think anyone would not believe us that we're doing this live.
I think
looks
so.
very
Let
live.
me pull up my phone. Let me see if you respond. All right, there we go.
Show it to the camera.
All right, nothing yet. Oh, yes.
Yep, it sounded good. Yep.
Beautiful.
Wait, let's run one more time. Yep.
Love it.
Beautiful.
Okay, we still need to pass it in to the other one here.
Do it, Angel. Do it, Menendez.
Let's do it. Let's see what we have available because we may not have to do anything.
This is working. Save it.
Oh, yeah,
And
no
download
problem.
it. We could use this history feature, by the way, if you ever need to go back and for just FYI. All right, shameless plug. All right, back to it.
Back to us. So I do distinctly recall that there was our action archive we're already getting the action being sent in through the button press. So what we can do is just change this.
We don't have to have multiple values. Let's just do it with a delineator, like a semicolon and split on the semicolon or something. Like have both.
Either one. Long story short, here is where I would put it. I would change this to chat ID and then pass the value directly into here. That way, message ID, chat ID, we have them both. We can pull them out.
Okay.
So let's do it. Message ID, and then
give the I a capital. Come on, let's be
camel
pros.
case it. Aggregate, edit. No. Okay, webhook. This is what we want. Where is the
shot,
chat? Do you
the
see
cat
it?
ID, the shot ID.
There we go. We'll get rid of archive there.
And we don't need archive. Okay.
There we go. Okay, so now we just run it again from the top. So we'll hit save. Then we'll run it.
So we run that
there.
test.
Should send you a message. It's waiting for the webhook. It's waiting for one of these webhooks.
It's confused. All right.
Yeah, trash can it.
Deactivate that. We're gonna run the flow.
There we go.
That went to Slack. Okay, we got this new one here. We're gonna hit approve.
See if I get it.
Oh, that just work? That just work? All right.
So nice. So nice to see.
Okay. This is supposedly all ready to go for the other test case that we had. What was the other test case in the Notion? Can you help me debug? I have a problem with my workflow. Can you help me debug it?
I have a problem with my workflow. Can you help me debug it?
Okay.
All right.
Let's see. This is gonna run.
Come on, baby. Come on. Yes.
Okay. That ran.
So let's
We're
check
gonna
your
go with Slack. We're gonna go with Slack. Okay, new message. I have a problem with it. Can you help me do it? I can't provide the solution in India. That's not the way
Beautiful. All right. So let's add something to the end before you do it.
Thanks for understanding. P.S. Angel, try harder. You work here. Why didn't you ask me for help, man? Do you have anything I should do?
Word. Go. And
Did it say?
let's see if it works. Watch it be the one time it doesn't work.
Yeah, right? Is it working?
It may not like the chat ID. So
Okay.
we need to see if that becomes the issue. And remember, we're not parsing the webhook call. So if the split has changed,
Oh, there was a problem.
there
was a problem.
Okay, let's take a look. Let's take a look.
All right, it's Slack. This is your
I know,
department.
it's Slack problem. Okay, I don't see the error or even the reception. See 34. It should have been. Oh no, this is it. No, it's not it.
Oh wait, we deactivated the webhook trigger. That's all. Look.
Oh my
It's deactivated.
God, you're right. You're right. Oh God.
Okay.
It's not.
Okay.
It's us. It's
All
not.
right, can you hold that to the camera while I press the button?
All right.
All right, ready? Let's try that
Hit
again.
that button for me. Yes.
All right, so
That is awesome.
I
Dude,
never
and
have
even
to deal
added
with
your
messages that have
PS.
nothing to do with me ever again.
I love it. I love this. Dude, good job. Good job.
Okay.
So let's fix the last issue,
What was that?
which is mapping in the chat
And
ID.
this next round's gonna come right on time as
I
soon
know.
as we jump
Beautiful.
on.
Beautiful. This one should be the bottom one, shouldn't it? Oh my gosh, is it sending all messages?
I might be
in?
getting messages though. There might be other messages coming in.
So here's how I would do it, just to be pedantic. Set, and then under response, I would go down to, there we go. I'll change this to an object. Oh, interesting. We're still getting action approve message ID. We're not getting the chat ID yet. So I'm wondering if this is an older deployment. Let me see. I'm going to save.
What?
Let's go back to executions. Why is it showing up there? Look, other request, ignore. Why did it do this? It's not match any. Did we give it the wrong one? No, because it's working. It's just weird.
Why didn't it? What's?
I'm confused too. I'm really for drinks.
I've been drinking beer. You're the one who's been drinking
Action
tequila.
approved, message ID. In here, we should have the chat ID. We don't. We either forgot to save when we pushed it in here. Yeah, let's move back to the editor. Let's go in here. Let's make sure we have it there. Definitely have it. Right. Message ID. Oh my God. Oh my gosh.
What?
We put it in the deny. We have to just do it again under approve as well. I feel so silly. Okay, I know what's going on. Easy peasy, bro-tato. Oops.
Brotato. Like,
Let's copy this, paste it here. All right.
You're
there
corny
we go.
in the kind of way I like. You're corny like a corn
Así
tortilla.
mismo, hombre. Así mismo. All right, so let's try this again.
Okay.
So should I send you another message or we just run it through here?
No, send me a new message.
Okay. I'm going to send you the same message. Let's see.
It's slightly different though,
Slightly
right?
di- yeah. Help me, I'm not sure how this works. All right, there we go. So now, yeah, there it is. Oh my God, it's almost instant.
Okay. I can't offer one on help. However, you can post a question community.
Love it. I expect it to break, but that's okay.
So
That's okay.
approve?
Approve, yeah. I want to check the execution now because now.
Yeah, I haven't seen it. Yeah,
and it won't work.
Okay.
Because, yep, there's an error.
Okay.
Because what I did was I passed in that value to be parsed. Yeah, so this is expected.
Yep.
Unpin. Now I can actually use the previous value. See, now I've extracted it. I don't need a split. I can just click and drag. So here, this will need to call from the actual message. We'll do that in a second. The message ID, click and drag in. And then there we go. This is the hard-coded chat ID. Oh my gosh.
No, that's message ID.
It's
That's
right.
what-
I just
yeah.
didn't know, but it's
We
just
got the
called
wrong
chat
names.
ID.
Yeah.
It'll be all right. It'll be all
We're
right.
good. We're good.
All right, now we'll go to the original message. All right, there we go. Now it should work. So now, if we
Yeah.
go back here, try hitting approve. There it is.
Oh, we got it.
Boom, boom.
Look at that, people. I just didn't have to reply to Angel.
All of that.
Menendez.
I know, man.
You're a genius. Okay, I'm
right.
getting into this Slackbot stuff. This is awesome.
It's great. It gives us the space to do this. And the fact we can edit it in real time, chef's
Yeah.
kiss.
So-
all we need to do now is do the archive option, and then we'll be done.
No, for right now, look, this is the archive option. Oh,
See what I'm
yeah,
saying?
yeah. Okay, good. Okay, what's
Yeah,
that?
it should be pretty easy. We just need the archive.
Yeah. Let's go to, You are a Unipile expert. Here is docs. Can I archive message?
So give me a curl request to do it here.
No. Okay, fine. You know what?
That would just require, I guess, the LinkedIn side.
This looks. Look, doesn't matter.
Actually, have it
let's
just
try it
delete
again
itself.
and see. No, we don't need it to delete. We just need to be marked as red because then it doesn't. Let's test it and see if can you send another test one?
Yeah,
and see
yeah,
if
yeah.
by the time I go in, if it's marked as unread or not.
Okay.
So let me get out of the thread.
What's the one that would be in the thing, right? So I'm going to copy the
Ambassador.
first one.
I want to be an ambassador.
I want to be.
Come on, money.
Can you help with that? Boom. Okay, let's check your Slack.
Okay. That's great to hear. It's ambassador.
Man, this is
more.
so fast.
Approve.
Bam. Oh,
Okay, I replied. It's not marked as unread. We do have mark as read in the API. I would say we're good here. This is good. This is job done.
man.
We had that one thing.
This is awesome, dude.
We did it.
Oh,
Jorg,
worth it.
this
Worth
is not
it.
per diem. This is a creative expense because part of the concept is that we do it from here.
So let's talk big picture now. Where the power of this comes in is when this database is shared in all of our
What
employees.
database?
The Notion database with the templates. Once that's shared internally.
Things I don't even know about are being added to it.
Yeah, exactly. Other team members are going, oh, this is my side. This is what you're supposed to do. I'm tired of telling people where to route people. I'm going to go into the
Yep.
Notion database, update it. Now, everyone using this tool has the
And
right
then
outputs.
You could probably even add in for some of the requests. It's almost like even just FAQs. Oh, hey, by the way, your own FAQs. Like people ask me this a bunch. It is my job. Add it in.
Exactly.
And then
Quick answers. Quick
once
answers.
it becomes a multi-person thing, I guess the one thing we're gonna have to do between the different people is be like an owner or something. So
Yes.
if owner equals me, then to me.
Refer them to the person in question.
Right. So
right?
guys, this
It's
workflow
gold,
here,
man. It's turning into a SaaS.
I get 3 to 15 of these a day.
Fudge.
And this can take, each one can take between 10 to 25 minutes.
I believe it.
Up to 45 minutes, but that 10 to 45 minutes is sometimes spread across 2 to 4 separate 3-minute back and forth.
Oh,
so
God.
context switching hell.
Agreed.
We're gonna run this for a little bit, make sure it's working nice, and we haven't got my drink yet, but we did it.
Cheers. Oh,
Hey, good one, man.
I know. I'm impressed. I honestly thought that button part, we wouldn't be able to get through it because we'd run into problems. But it worked ridiculously well.
You know what the issue is? We're probably gonna meet someone at SF the next couple of days who's gonna be like, oh, I'm working on this stuff. They're gonna describe this. The amount of times in the city happens when someone's describing a startup, I'm like, I don't work for that does that. And you see
Let me
the
get you a
light
template.
drain out of their face.
Oh, God. I'm sorry. You have just been obsoleted. Legacy software.
Obsoletified.
Oh.
All right, guys. Happy flow grabbing.
She ain't ready for the AF. Mad as savage, and me back and I'm back in it happening. Ready
That's
for
even dumber.
Remember doing deeds with Deji from the street, they left me on my own.
I'll drink
To York.
to York.
I told her leave him on my ground. Then they're ringing off my phone. Then they're ringing off my phone. Times change, but mine's made up. I ain't got line patience. Tried then, don't like bait. Let's come close, but swear that when goes with that.